Is it possible to grow a computer? Plant some metal, glass and plastic, add some water, and up pops an iPad. It seems crazy, but there are engineers and scientists who are working on this kind of idea already, myself included. Why? Well, over the last 40 years or so, there have been tremendous advances in technology which have revolutionized our lives. Each of us today has access to computers vastly more powerful than those that first sent man to the moon, way back in 1969, the year I was born. And the thing which has driven these advances, the simple idea behind it all, is miniaturization, making things smaller. Now, there's a law in electronics called Moore's law. It's more of an observation really, and it says that we shrink the size of microelectronic components, doubling their density every 2 years. And this has led to devices today, my smartphone in my pocket for example, straight out of the science fiction films of when I was a kid. However, the more microscopic you make these feature sizes, the more astronomical the cost of manufacturing them. So, is there an alternative? Well, in my experiments, I'm working on an idea called bottom-up self-assembly. I take two polymers, mix them together, spin them on a silicon wafer, and encourage them to spontaneously self-assemble into useful patterns at the nanoscale. Essentially, they grow into these patterns using nothing more than the laws of thermodynamics. I can then use these patterns to fabricate transistors or other devices without using very expensive lithography. It's not easy, but it does work. Of course, it's nothing compared to the sophistication of nature itself. In fact, my other experiments in bottom-up self-assembly have been spectacularly more successful and a lot more fun. And I can show you the results right there. My two kids, Jack and Ruby. Now, these two little creatures have somehow managed to spontaneously self-assemble their constituent atoms and molecules into a living, breathing, powerfully intelligent machines, more beautifully complex than anything we could ever hope to fabricate. But who knows what the future holds? Perhaps one day, if we can successfully learn to mimic nature, when our kids come to us and say, "Dad, we'd like a new apple," I'll be able to say, "Go plant a seed."